Now the second-year man, here's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Locke. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as he brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the 3rd running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And now the rookie's free. 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Off-play action. It's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cordero Patterson. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And Howe will throw it. It's complete to Cook. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They run again on first down. Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. Caught by Woods. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Howell. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyron Johnson. 36 yards. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Locke looks to throw it again. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Locke going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down throw for Howell. And pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Powell. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got his man complete. Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. First down, Howell to throw. Buying time to his left. Touchdown! Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Howell's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Locke. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Block now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And now he picks up the spare. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing again on second down. Powell. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Locke. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Locke, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Running right through. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Locke going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone comes the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Going to be caught here left side, Moore.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Slot man moves right. Looking to throw again on second down. Powell, he's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stack.
And my goodness, another interception. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Locke will try again on second down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
25 yards that time. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.